people in complete stride. They don't have to hesitate for a millisecond.
Quick count, cutting it back is Faulk, touchdown. They come up in 4 wides, quick snap. Faulk starts right, goes left. Ian Gold blows the tackle, touchdown St. Louis.
Well, Ian Gold has never seen a back like Marshall Faulk. The play was designed to go off right tackle. It ends up going off of left tackle. Only Marshall Faulk can make that play right there. Goes into the end zone very quietly.
Just a fan, you have to be evaluating him. What do you think?
Well, you know, I'm not in control, so I don't like that. I'm a little nervous. I think he's doing great.
Bye-bye.
Well, so are the Rams right now as Marshall Faulk takes the pass and goes all the way for a touchdown.
Better tell Papa Greasy he's got to make it quick on those comments. This is a pinball machine.
And refuted that allegation. So that seems to not be a problem. And of course, he has legal issues that he now must face. Serious ones. Hakeem! Look at Hakeem! With an escort. It's a track meet.
They don't need a football, they need a baton. Or a checkered flag. Just put that Christmas tree lighting system up on the goalpost. This is the NHRA Winter Nationals, and the Rams are staging.
Back to the ground. Look at that move by Faulk. Inside the 10, all the way. He is not in, they're going to say. Inside the 1, out at the half-yard line. Pushed out by Billy Jenkins.
What's the call on that pylon, guys?
His foot stepped out long before he hit the pylon.
Oh.
Although Marshall thinks he deserves a touchdown. That was such a beautiful run. Made a couple of great moves to get out in the open field here.
Well, that's a great look.
That's a great pick.
They've got some problems that they've got to shore up on the defensive side of the ball.
Meanwhile, no problems on this side of the ball. Kurt Warner to Isaac Bruce. And Bruce, remember Flipper Anderson? What was that, the playoff game? Rams hit Giants? He runs right out of the tunnel. He's gone. 78 yards, ties at 17 all at the half. Third quarter, Warner to Bruce, 22-yard gain. The dream team. But the Rams do have this, Tom.
Yeah, Marshall Faulk is one of the great runners in this league. Watch the patience that he has when he needs to have it, getting through the hole right there for 12 yards. Then off right tackle again. Look at the patience. Then watch him hit it. Right there, turns on that great burst of speed. All of a sudden, he's 18 yards down the football field. And watch his blocking. Ryan Tucker right here blocking on Bryant Young to open up a nice hole on the right side, getting a good turn on the interior tackle.
And then later on, there's Marshall running into the end zone. He had 199 total yards of offense. 20. So obviously the Rams are in trouble, right, Tom? They're at their own 20. I don't think so. Kurt Warner, Torrey Holt. He burns Ashley Ambrose, who's gone with the wind. Ashley. It's 17-10 Rams.
Yeah, and understand Ashley Ambrose is thinking here he's heard enough on the Falcon team to know that the ball's up and gone and fumbled.
Dan Reeves said he should have been down. The ref said no way. Meanwhile, there's another bomb to Holt. This time Warner to Isaac Bruce, beating Ray Buchanan from
Louisville.
66 yards. The Rams win it 41-20. Forget Ringling Brothers. The Rams are the greatest show on earth. And they also queue up, as the Schwam did, William Tell, hi-oh, blue and gold. First quarter, Kurt Warner to Marshall Faulk for 30 yards. And then it's Warner to Roland Williams. 18 yards. Warner. Marshall Faulk. 6 yards. Warner. Robert Holcomb. Down to the 9. Hi-oh, St. Louis. Warner to Isaac Bruce. 10-0 Rams. The record would have... Well, hold on a minute now. The Lone Ranger rides again. Warner, the Faulk, touchdown. It's 7. Give up some scores, too. It's 20-10, but oh, don't worry. We can get it back. Marshall Faulk. 26 yards. Ball at the 7. Warner to Torrey Holt, 27-10. Rams 30-10 at the half. First defensive play, third quarter. Warner. There's Hakeem, 51 yards. Next play, Warner. Isaac Bruce, pretty catch, 12 yards, 2 plays, 63-yard drive, 37-17. Now remember, in the exhibition season last year, it was Rodney Harrison's hit on Trent Green that shelved him for the year. Kurt Warner became the starter, and everything changed. So now the Chargers are back, and now they see Green. Nice of Harrison and Green to talk before. So you think only the Lone Ranger can do this time for the Rams? Watch this. Trent Green is in. To Marshall Faulk, even Tonto should throw touchdowns. 47-17, a big hug. Final, 57-31. That was fun, wasn't it? It's the first time they haven't scored a touchdown in the first possession of any game this season. Second quarter, it's 10-7 Niners. Zakeem with the great cutback on the punt return. And he's going to go all the way down to the 32-yard line. 2nd and 9 from the 14. Hakeem on offense makes the catch. Tries to get into the end zone. Ahmed Plummer knocks him out at the 1, but we're at the 1. Marshall Faulk. 1 yard, second score of the day for him, 14-10. It's Owens, as we showed you. Dan, look at that play. Trent Green to Marshall Faulk, 19 yards, tied at 24.
Well, and you see Marshall Faulk alone there, and you wonder why. You see Lance Schulters coming to the picture late, trying to get back to him. Now, take a look right here. He was trying to call timeout at the moment that Marshall Faulk got into the route.
So in the fourth quarter, tied at 24 after a long gainer to Charlie Gunner. It's callback penalty. Then it's... Here's a key with another big punt return. Look at the moves and the hurdle down to the 26-yard line. First and 10 at the 16 and a tie game at 24 all, under 11 to go. Trent Green, Marshall Faulk, 16-yard touchdown. Marshall Faulk, Marshall. 4 touchdowns today. Gives him...
He's up third quarter, Rams down 6. Trent Green, 4-yard pass to Isaac Bruce, who went over 1,000 yards receiving for the season in this game. Rams lead 17-16. Up 8 in the fourth quarter. First and 5 for the Rams from the 19, and Green finds Faulk, who scored a touchdown in 8 of 9 games he's played in this season. He leads the NFL with 15 total touchdowns.
Now the game we've been waiting for, the greatest show on earth. Would it return with the Rams 2-5 after a 6-0 start? And if the playoffs were to start going to the weekend, they would be out of there. They're playing Minnesota, the team that had the point record going into, well, at 556 points 2 years ago. Kurt Warner, second game back from injury. To Isaac Bruce to Marshall Faulk to Torrey Holt. You can see him going. Warner, Bruce, who's had big games against Minnesota, down to the 2. Marshall. Touchdown, 7-0, St. Louis. Can you believe it's their first touchdown on opening drive all year?
Yeah, unbelievable. They had 8 last year, first one this year.
Now receiving the punt. Zakeem. He gets away from the Vikings. He was horrible last week. He fumbled the punt against Carolina. But look at Oz on the turf. 35 yards with a tremendous return. 2 plays later. Kurt Warner. Jeff Robinson. 8-yard line. 2 plays later. Marshall. 14-0 St. Louis.
Yeah, Orlando Pace going to throw a great block here. James Hodgins going to throw a block as well. Faulk going to read it perfectly, get right on the hip of the guard, and just cut right into the end zone.
Kurt Warner comes Minnesota. Their best record in football, 20-14. But Marshall Faulk down to the 5. He's playing revved up. Kurt Warner certainly back. Faulk, Marshall. Touchdown, 5 yards. They go for 2, don't get it, 26-14. Warner, Holt. Look at him go. Moves against the Viking D. 36 yards on the play. He almost busted. First and goal. Marshall. His 4th touchdown. 33-14. Score 40-29 in the 4th. Pass to Isaac Bruce. To the hand of Tyrone. Caught by Bruce. When you're hot, you're hot.
Yeah, great concentration by Isaac Bruce. You see the ball go up, hit by the defender. Isaac Bruce maintains his concentration.
After missing 2 games with a knee injury earlier in the season, Marshall Faulk has been working his way back to the form that had made him an MVP candidate. And it's no coincidence that over the last 3 games, all Rams losses, he averaged only 16 touches a game. Against Minnesota, his rushing and receiving totals were 31 for 178 yards.
I don't know in my life if I'll ever be 100%, but You know, I felt like I could do my job a lot better this week than I did last week, and last week I felt like I could do it a lot better last week than the week before.
I think that he's ready physically. His knee's pretty much back to normal from what he has said. You know, when he first came back, he thought he was about 3 weeks away, and that's kind of how we've geared this thing.
By increasing his workload, Mart said he's back to using Faulk in the same versatile way he did when the Rams burst out of the gate 6-0. The all-purpose weapon is the key cog in the Rams' recharged offensive machine.
Now, with a threat of being able to hand him the ball, whether you do or not, every time you line him up in the backfield, it allows you to do different things in the passing game.
They have to have somebody spy on Marshall. They have to put somebody on him that, because they know he's going to get the ball, but they just don't know how to stop him. And so they got to put extra guys on him, sometimes 2 guys on him. And, you know, that makes it difficult for defenses.
He's a huge dimension of our game, and when people have to worry about him coming out of the backfield, catching the ball, running with it, it's just great.
The offensive line and the tight end group and my fullbacks, they did a great job today. I mean, hats off to those guys.
Rams defense certainly has made better plays on the ball this week than they have in previous weeks, but this is the man who's making this offense click.
Swing from Kurt Warner to Marshall Faulk, 13 yards. They sacked Green 6 times. Second quarter, well, you know what? Quarterback banged up. Give it to Marshall Faulk. Look at the run, and then at the end of the play, little hit with Kevin Mathis. Rams would punt. Marshall not backing down, that is for sure.
Well, this game had some...
Rams lead 13-7 third quarter. Marshall Faulk, a recurring theme all year. A recurring theme late in the season, and certainly a recurring theme today. 9-yard touchdown. They go for 2, no good, but it's a 19-7. St. Louis eventually ruled mild concussion. He wouldn't return, so it's Trent Green quarterbacking Rams. And can we forget this Trent Green versus Kurt Warner? We love Kurt, but, you know, Green's not bad. Not as good as Warner, but he was pretty good here. 42 yards to Torrey Holt to the 1. Marshall Faulk, hey, 3 touchdowns for Marshall, 11 in 3 games, 26 on the year, breaking the NFL single-season mark held by Emmitt Smith. 2 minutes to go. What are you going to do?
Going to hand it to Marshall Faulk.
Marshall. 36-yard run. Takes 4 Saints to track him down. 2nd and 2, no timeouts left for Saints. Faulk picks up the first down, and that's it. Another ho-hum 32-carry, 220-yard day for Marshall Faulk. When you set a mark like this, it's not one game, it's all season. And with 11 touchdowns the last 3 games for the world champion St. Louis Rams, Marshall Faulk has passed Emmitt Smith's mark of 25, who passed Rigo's mark of 24 for most touchdowns in a single season. Marshall Faulk, yikes.
Inside the numbers.
Rams at the Eagles and the Rams, London Fletcher. 3 Rams stayed from last year's defense, 8 other new starters, but this guy stayed. It's Marshall Faulk. Marshall. A 7-yard run, Rams recover. Overtime. Eagles have the ball first, punt. Rams have the ball second, trouble. Warner, Isaac Bruce, 20 yards. Warner, Isaac Bruce, 27 yards to the 12. Bring on the kicker. Here's Jeff Wilkins. But in the third quarter, here come the Rams. Kurt Warner buying time to Marshall Faulk, and he turns a little play into a nice game. Same drive, Warner. Az-Zahir team. Touchdown, 25 yards. A lot of sneezing in this game. Rams lead 19-16. Fourth quarter, Warner. Isaac Bruce. Oh, what a run by the ref.
Well, and the thing you love about Kurt Warner is he has no conscience. He throws an INT, it doesn't matter, just keeps swinging it.
2-point conversion good after the touchdown, 30-23. Then Baby Cortez, it's a field goal, 30-26. But Marshall, up the middle of first down. Same drive on 3rd and 4, Marshall Faulk. And the Rams run out the clock.
QBs, Jay Fiedler and Kurt Warner. Second quarter tied at 7. Warner fakes a handoff to Marshall because he wanted to throw to Marshall. Faulk off the hook. 88 yards rushing, 72 yards receiving. Do you, Marshall? Do you? 3 seconds to go in the half. 4th and 1 at the Miami 1. Warner under a rush. Them kids be putting it down. Gets it off to Marshall Faulk. Faulk 3 touchdowns of the day, set an NFL record with 26 last year. Fourth quarter, we ain't going nowhere. We ain't on the web. We can be stopped, y'all. 45 yards to Torrey Holt. Kurt got yoked, but 24 of 31 for 328 yards and 4 touchdowns.